Picture this. Your boarding pass is printed, you're standing at the terminal, but one wrong carrier choice gets your dog denied at the gate. If you're searching for the best travel crate for small dogs on flights, you need to know exactly what works and what completely fails when you actually reach the airport. This is the strict reality of airline travel with a pet. I put the 5 most airline-claimed carriers through real under-seat compression, escape testing, and a tough gate agent compliance check to save you the absolute nightmare of being turned away. As you'll see, one of these carriers has a hidden flaw that causes most cabin denials. And the #1 winner? Well, it isn't the trendy bag you see all over Instagram. It's actually the only crate that is crash-tested and guaranteed to shrink on command to fit this exact tight space.
To give you clear, unbiased evidence, every single carrier gets ranked using our strict 5-pillar rubric. We score them on fit and comfort, durability, safety and practical risk, ease of use, and value for money. Each category is worth a maximum of 10 points, leading to an overall score and a final letter grade. No sponsorships, no fluff. Let's count them down from number 5 to the ultimate #1 choice for your dog.
Kicking things off at number 5, we have the Henkelion Soft-Sided Carrier. This is the Amazon Budget King. You've probably seen it everywhere because it's priced under $40 and claims to fit absolutely everything. Now, it does give your dog extra stretch room in the terminal with 2-sided expansion panels, which looks great on paper. But here's the truth when you actually use it.
Let's break down the scores. Fit and comfort scores a 7 out of 10. While you do get 17 by 11 by 11 inches of space and a removable fleece pad, there is a major hidden flaw. It collapses unpredictably under the seat because there is no spring wire skeleton. It physically sags right onto your dog. Durability gets a 5 out of 10. It's made of lightweight polyester and single-stitch mesh, and after about 20 flights, that mesh snags and the zippers grind. That lightness literally costs you structure. Safety and practical risk is also a 5 out of 10. It has locking zippers, sure, but 0 internal tether strength. A panicked 12-pound dog can easily push the frame inward. Ease of use gets a 7 out of 10 for folding flat instantly, and value for money is a solid 8 out of 10 for that cheap entry price. Overall, it earns a C grade. It gives you cheap expansion room, but completely fails on structural integrity and escape resistance, the 2 things that matter most at 30,000 feet.
Moving on to number 4, it's the Away Pet Carrier. This looks 3 times more expensive and premium, and there's a reason for that. It's a design-first carrier meant for people who want their dog's travel crate to look like real luggage. It features water-resistant, ballistic-grade nylon and a Sherpa-lined bed. It truly feels first class for dogs up to 18 pounds, but it comes with a significant penalty at the check-in counter.
On the scorecard, fit and comfort earns an 8 out of 10. The 18.7-inch length gives your dog actual room to turn around. However, its rigid base is incredibly thick. That means you lose a full inch of vertical headroom under low airline seats like you'd find on Spirit or Frontier. Durability scores an 8 out of 10. This bag does not sag and will easily last 5 years of hard travel. Safety and practical risk gets a 7 out of 10. It has a strong interior clip, but no crash testing and no official airline guarantee. Ease of use drops to a 7 out of 10. Why? It weighs a heavy 4.1 pounds empty. That eats directly into your airline's strict total weight limit, and it stays bulky in your closet. Value for money is a 6 out of 10 at its $195 price point. That gives it a solid B grade overall. It's highly durable and comfortable, but heavy, bulky, and lacks a flight guarantee.
That Away carrier illustrates a very common trade-off. Heavy, rigid bases limit your clearance and eat into strict weight limits. If a gate agent decides your rigid bag is half an inch too tall, you are entirely out of luck. To beat those strict underseat height limits without crushing your dog, you really need flexible architecture. Which brings us perfectly to our number 3 pick.
Number 3 is the SturdiBag Pro 2.0 Flex Height Large. This is the exact carrier that breeders who fly constantly swear by. It fixes the height problem that penalized our number 4 pick. Using a genius engineering solution, your dog will definitely appreciate mid-flight. The secret here is all in the roof.
Let's look at the scores. Fit and comfort hits a 9 out of 10. The top is built on flexible fiberglass arches. When you slide it under the seat, that dome flexes down instantly, just like an accordion. It perfectly solves the height problem for dogs up to 25 pounds. Durability is an 8 out of 10 thanks to heavy-duty 600 denier fabric and industrial mesh, even if the floor pad is slightly thin. Safety and practical risk gets an 8 out of 10. The flexible frame cannot injure your dog if it's compressed, making it excellent for air cabin safety, even without formal crash testing. Ease of use scores a 9 out of 10 because it slides under tight spaces without wrestling and folds completely flat. Value for money is an 8 out of 10. The SturdiBag earns an overall A-. It brilliantly solves the flight failure rate associated with height limits, but just falls short of the top spots because it doesn't have a formal airline compliance guarantee.
Coming in at number 2, we have the Sherpa Original Deluxe. This carrier is a 30-year industry benchmark with over 8,400 verified flight reviews. Airline gate agents instantly recognize this bag by sight, and honestly, that recognition alone might save your flight. It is built for one main purpose: to make absolutely sure you never get denied boarding. Looking at its scorecard, fit and comfort gets an 8 out of 10. The patented spring wire frame is essentially magic. It safely compresses by 2 inches to fit a tight 10-inch underseat gap and then expands back up so your dog can stand comfortably. Durability is a 7 out of 10. After heavy use, that spring wire does loosen up, meaning it lasts about 2 to 3 years of frequent flying. But safety and practical risk is a massive 9 out of 10. Beyond locking zippers, it features the unparalleled Guaranteed On Board program. If you are ever denied boarding with this carrier, Sherpa actually reimburses your flight change fee. Ease of use is a 9 out of 10 for setting up in seconds. And value for money is a perfect 10 out of 10 at its price point. It earns a highly respected A grade, delivering the highest airline acceptance rate in the world with a financial guarantee, even if it trades off just a bit of long-term durability. Now, while the Sherpa practically guarantees you'll get on the plane, it still relies on a wire frame that will eventually wear out, and it lacks car-to-plane crash engineering. If you want the ultimate upgrade, a bag that decisively solves fit, long-term durability, and actual vehicular safety all at once, you have to look at our definitive number 1 winner. Taking the top spot at number 1, we have the Sleepypod Air. This answers the exact question we started with. This is the carrier frequent flyers buy once and never replace. It completely bypasses the standard wire frame design and is instead built exactly like a car seat designed to survive a plane crash. The scorecard here is simply exceptional. Fit and comfort is a perfect 10 out of 10. Both ends compress with adjustable straps down to 19 inches long and 9 inches tall. It fits a spacious United Economy seat and a tiny JetBlue seat without crushing your dog, all while providing ultra-plush memory foam bedding. Durability is also a 10 out of 10. Made with ballistic nylon used in bulletproof vests, this thing will easily last you 10 years. Safety and practical risk, a flawless 10 out of 10. It is the only carrier on this list officially certified by the Center for Pet Safety with actual crash tests. And it includes a built-in seatbelt loop for your car ride to the airport. Ease of use is an 8 out of 10, because it rigidly holds its shape and takes up more closet space. But value for money is an 8 out of 10, because you are getting a lifetime travel carrier and a CPS-certified car seat all in one. Overall grade, an A+. So here is your unhesitating final verdict. Your choice simply comes down to your flight frequency. If you fly just once a year on a budget, buy the Sherpa Original Deluxe. It practically guarantees you board. But if you fly more than 3 times a year with your small dog, the Sleepypod Air is the definitive winner and worth every single dollar. It is the only crate that decisively solves fit, safety, and comfort at the exact same time.
Whatever you decide, do not buy a cheap expander with no wire frame. That is a market trap that gets you stopped at the gate while your dog panics. You now have the scores, the facts, and the evidence. Pick the grade you can live with. If this explainer saved you a denied boarding fee and kept your pet safe, subscribe to Pet Scorecard. We score the gear